Serve my food hot,
Thank you everybody for coming today. We've got far more guests and far more people than what we expected, but that's wonderful. I'm not complaining, I'm rejoicing the fact. So for those who don't know where I am, I'm here at the front door. And my voice is there, but I'm here.
Stand up.
I want to welcome you all to this wonderful occasion. It's my very first meeting as your president, and I am so excited about that. And I'm even more excited. Thank you. And even further still, we have Tim with us today, which is wonderful. Has everybody said hi, Tim? And I have got a very important announcement for us. We're going to start something very new for our club today. I'm going to introduce you to our new Sergeant at Arms. Are you ready?
Just the last.
Everybody give us a table. There we go. Chuck, you're the man. Please bear with me. We're all new at this. We're all new at this. So let's start our meeting with the four-way pledge, shall we? And we're doing things a little differently now. We're going to do it line by line. We'll start in English and then Spanish, and we'll go through the four-way test. All right? Now, I didn't know this was coming, so pardon my Spanish. The four-way test of the things we think, say, or do. Is it the truth? Is it that? Is it fair to all concerned? Will build goodwill and better friendships. Will be beneficial to all concerned. We will get better, but that was pretty darn good. So Vernon, do we eat now? Just let me know when we eat. Okay. Right now I'd like to bring up Alan to give us our thought for the week. Where is Alan?
Just pass me by. Thanks, Chuck.
Okay, this is really short. The difference between a successful person and others is not the lack of strength or the lack of knowledge, but the lack of will. Vince Lombardi.
I'm taking direction from our director. How's this? Where are you? There's no feedback. Okay. Right now I'd like to take a moment for our moment of reflection. Okay.
Turn off the phone.
Thank you very much. Let's see. Raise some hands. Let's take a look at our guests today. Well, I'm starting here, so let's say hello. Okay. Where are you from? And who is responsible for you being here?
I'm Dennis's guest, and my name is Meg Wilson. I've been before,
Well, Meg, you got to join the club. Thank you very much. Where else do we have guests visiting us today? Oh, I thought I've seen you before. They gave me this job because I'm so skinny. Why don't you tell us a little about yourself, Jenny?
Okay, hi, I am Jovi. I am from Panama City, living in Boquete for 15 years now. And my business actually is a gastronomic promoter, so I do activities, events, and tours regarding all the markets and food and restaurants. So I'm trying to keep people busy with food and booze. When I was young, I was Rotary in Panama City. My dad was Rotary as well in Panama City, then in Costa Rica. My uncle also was, I have a family of Rotary.
We will discuss Rotaract a little bit later on today, and it's very good that you brought that up. Who else is one? Nobody else here? Well, I know that. Welcome. Say hello, please.
My name is Jenny. I've been in Boquete for about 2 weeks. And I am, or have been a Rotarian for about 7 years, but in Canada.
From where?
I think we have one more guest. Say hello, please.
Hi, my name is Lucas Boland. I'm also from Canada, Winnipeg. I'm just going through the visa process. I'm going to be a permanent resident here, and I'm very happy. Vernon invited me at the Tuesday market, come on down as a guest, so very excited to be here. Thank you all.
How are the Blue Bombers going to do this year? Okay. Could be worse, you could be a Lions fan. So, as I understand it, Vern, we should do Happy Bucks?
No, it's going to be cruising.
Okay. Pardon me, wording. So we're going to go table to table. You're going to grab your... Well, folks, let's get started with the meeting.
Late breakfast.
You can enjoy your meal and savor it. Let's get started because we have a lot to get to today. So to begin with, let's start with happy thoughts, happy dollars, happy, happy, happy. But you know one thing, I need a hat. Thank you. And before I start with happy bucks, as the Sergeant at Arms, I am in charge of finding people. So you'd better beware. And to start the finding, I will find myself first. I will not be at the next meeting. I will be with a very pretty girl. So I will happily find myself $5. We started with a 5, and let's get on with some happy numbers. Kara, are you happy?
I'm very happy with the new location. Thank you.
Andrew? So it's good to see you, Andrew. Our guest, the Blue Bomber fan.
The Blue Bombers, eh? Well, they're doing quite well. So it will be a great.
Well, thank you for the rouge. Let's go around. Let's see here. You look like you're ready to be happy. I'm happy that I just found out my old Tai Chi instructor is coming here back to Boquete so I can get my joints moving again. Well, fantastic. Enjoy that. Just, I need a bodyguard because you're the guy. You're the money man. Yes, that's right. I'm very happy that 5 members have taken their shoes. Woo! Well, I'll take that. Happy for the great weather. And it is getting nice. Today has been such a wonderful day. Let me see here. I wanted to sing a song first. I just wanted to say that I'm happy for Vernon Kruger, our new president. And they have a work applications, and I really love the AD setup. And thank you. Well,
I'm happy to see my shadow, and I hope it doesn't. I hope he doesn't stand up so the shadow and went back for more weeks. Anyway, I was happy to see my shadow.
the shadow knows.
I am very happy to have Yogi Rojas with us, interested in becoming a Rotarian, and I think she's going to be a very valuable member.
No doubts about that. Well, how do you follow that up?
I'm happy to be here, invited by Susan, of course, and I am happy to have the opportunity to meet
part of the community.
And we're very happy to have you, and we look forward to a long, long service in our club. Hello.
Hola.
Hola.
I am happy to finally see the sunshine.
Let the sunshine.
Basically what he was saying. He just preempted me, but I'm happy for the sun too. And I'm happy to hear all about the Rotary Foundation and good it's doing.
We'll see about that. Oh, look what hold on to this for a second. I gotta put in another happy bug. I am so happy to see Tim here. It seems like, I was putting up flyers to find him. He's on the milk carton stuff.
I'll tell you what I'm happy about. See that good-looking guy over there, Adam? I am so happy to see him on the Utopia team. And here at Rotary, you get to know this guy. He's a great guy. He's my buddy. He is a great guy.
Well, see, now that's what a happy buck is all about, my friends. That's how we do that. Yeah. I'm happy for the good food we just made.
I'm happy not to be sitting in traffic like I was yesterday.
For 2 days? Look at this. It's so good to see you smiling.
I'm very happy that you
We need to bring that computer to the speaker.
That's important these days. Pardon my reach.
I've had this. I got mine, everything worked out. And for a few
Let's see. What are you happy about?
I'm happy that we're trying new places.
You don't try new things, you're not growing, right? Oh, listen. I would like to say I'm happy that Doug again gives me a hot meal. The first time I've been there a long time. He's so focused on the hot meal. He's not even paying attention. And I don't know, is it high blood pressure or you've been in the sun, John? You look a little colored. Let's see here, Joe.
I'm happy for the excellent turnout, and especially our new guests. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Hello.
I'm happy every day.
And we're happy to have you here as a wonderful guest. Welcome. You look like you're ready to donate.
very happy all the time.
That's right. That's the best thing.
He was like one of my daughters.
John, oh, I didn't get your dollar. I know. I'm not going to go back.
Anyway, I will give my donation. I'm happy to be here for 20 minutes because I have to go back.
We're happy to have you anytime.
Into each one's life, the rain must fall. After 2 o'clock. That's the good reason. All right, we better come up with some good reasons. We're getting to the end of the tables here. John, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Sergeant Master or Master?
Okay, now I get it. First time ever, I think. We're going to do a record here. It's another person. You mentioned something that's true. I'm enjoying the fact, and I'm really happy that I get to eat with the club, all right?
That color in your face?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's another reason to be happy.
I'm just happy, Sarge. Good job.
Yeah, wait till you see me going full sergeant.
You're a great sergeant at arms, I can already tell.
I'm so great because I'm double dipping.
We're affected by it.
I'm not as dumb as I was. Well, we've only heard good things about you. I see Utopia and I'm thinking of Todd Rundgren. That's how old I am. For what?
I am happy that you're collecting money. I'm not a trucker anymore, still have to vote money.
Always likes money.
You know, that's
right to the bone, isn't it?
Well, I'm having yours on for change.
Thank you,
I am very happy to be here with you. I'm very happy to be in Boquete, my wife's hometown. I'm very happy to be in her first meeting. And I hope that our club gets closer in the future.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
I'm very happy to see everybody smiles, a beautiful sunshine day. We had a great in the sun all day, actually, and straight to another meeting. And thank you, Meg, and Adam for arriving as my guest, and welcome to Rotary.
Hey man, I'm just so happy to see all of us here today, so many extra guests. The fact that we are over, what can I say, indicated or over the amount we thought we were going to have. Over capacity. Great thing. And I'm also very, very happy for my very first meeting as your president to have our new president from the League with us, who is a really nice chap, and I really recommend you get to know him really well. And I think one day we'll arrange, sneakily, a little surprise visit to their club in the League for the future. Let's all organise that.
Let's all show up.
And I'm sad to announce I have to find myself yet again. We have a guest that I did not introduce. I mean, we know you're pretty and everything, but why don't you tell us a little deeper than your prettiness?
Adam here, as everybody knows, and I am just happy today to see some familiar faces that I haven't seen for a while and we met in passing, and to hopefully make some new friends and integrate myself into the community a little bit more, and just maybe see where I can help out.
It's so good to have you here. Who gets this?
Gary.
Okay.
New money man.
I should have known that. Okay, before we get to our guests, there's a new section of our meetings.
Hey, Chuck, our table's hopping over here too. Another fine. Another fine.
I am not fine with this job anymore. Oh man, I'm gonna have to take a mortgage to build that house. This better be good.
Good just to see you pay.
I'm fine with that.
Looking forward to our first bearded wonder meeting.
How? I can grow one, maybe. Yeah. You're a guest. You can just sit here and smile and be happy. But we'll get you next time.
We're very happy to have the lovely Jenny eating with us today and getting to know her a little better. Happy for the new venue. It's great.
Yeah, it's great. All right, can I stop forking out my hard-earned retirement? All right, there is a new portion of our meetings. It will be a very short 5-minute presentation. And what will happen is we will be discussing Rotary Foundation, some of the things of Rotary that maybe we need to know a little bit. So I'm going to give a speech. Oh, look at that, a happy button. If I don't have notes, the speech will be 20 minutes.
You're good, don't worry.
Let's start with the good news. There will be no quiz.
Yay!
There will be no homework. And there will be no sales pitch. Rotary pitch will be sampled this week. Rotary's a service organization. End of story. People, what's Rotary? It's a service organization. And we are here to serve. So let's take a few minutes and review some of the ways Rotary allows us to serve. Well, first of all, let's talk about club service. Well, let's see. We've got our officers. We have all the people on the committees. We have the 4 committee chair people. Let's not talk about that anymore. We have collections. We have AV. We got radio ready, and Tom hooking up the AV. That's all club service. And I could go on and on, but let's not. Community service. We've seen the recycling bins. I don't know how many of you have dirty hands from planting trees in the past. But we plant a lot of trees. We're going to plant some trees in the future. Casa Hogar Twister, the Comarca projects. There are so many community service projects that we can all be a part of. And I think if we look back, we've all been a part of several projects. I could go on and on about vocational programs. I was a vocational chair for many years. We won't talk about the financial resources. Let's talk about what we can do to help in vocation. A lot of these youngsters just need direction and experience. Guess what we have? We have that. So think about vocational service. Youth service. We were discussing RILA earlier. RILA is a wonderful program. The youth exchange, I have run into well over 100 people who have been part of the youth exchange. And I'm talking going back 30, 40 years. It's a life-changing event, as is RILA. We all have our Rotaract Interactive that we work hard on. There's membership. We're a volunteer organization and people are bringing in members. Serve that way. Fellowship. How do you get your fellowship approval from me? Buy me a beer. Finally, there's international service. And I could go on and on about international service. I will only talk about the few I have had the privilege to work on around the world. Water, sanitation, hygiene. Rotary's big on that. I've done water projects. Water is a big focus of Rotary these days. There's maternal and child health. I think we know pretty well how that's going with Manchichi, and that will continue to go. Disease prevention and treatment. I have been all over the world, polio inoculations, but more than that, when we go and do projects like polio in other countries, we are not just giving them polio shots, we're giving them their inoculations. So it's more than just get your polio drops and move on. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. It says I'm so sorry. I was supposed to say something about who is Rotary? I didn't talk at all about who is Rotary. Actually, I don't have to. It's all of us. We are Rotary. We are all serving. We serve more than we know. So my friends, the more we serve, the more you serve other people, the more you're going to be serving yourself. Rotary provides us many avenues of service, and let's take advantage of those. Without further ado, is Vern? Wait, who's introducing the guest? I'm sorry. I have my notes, but not my notes. There you go, Doug.
Chuck, thank you very much.
Ricardo, this is the new president of our favorite club in Dundee, Panama. Ricardo Tribaldos, correct?
Ricardo Tribaldo.
First of all, we really appreciate you taking the time to come up here and give us a presentation today on the youth programs. Ricardo was also president, chairman of the, what is it called here, the District Youth Services Chairman, has been since 2020 for the District 4240, and I guess all of the country of Panama, is that correct? Is that your jurisdiction? But we really appreciate you coming today. Come on up if you want, and we'll let you begin your talk to us. And again, thank you very much.
Well, good day. As I said before, I'm very happy to be here. Well, as Chuck mentioned before, one of the life-changing programs that Rotary has for young people is the Rotary Connect Change. I'm going to talk to you about history and how this program developed. How is the status of this program development. And before we start, we're just starting with this program. This year, in August, we are going to send our first student ever to Germany. This is gonna be the first time that somebody from our district is going to be part of this program. And this is a program that has almost more than 90 years worldwide. So many of you may be wondering why it took us so long to be part of this program. And I'm going to present some of the history and things that happened and why we are just starting now. Rotary's future lies with you. And for that, Rotary has many programs for the young people to interact, write, Rotary do the change for people with less than 18 years and new generation service and change, and Rotary for older than 18 years. Today, I'm going to talk about the Rotary do the change program. For the history, as I mentioned before, the first changes in Rotary happened in 1929, and well, I'm going to be fast for a lot of history. In 1972, Rotary recognized the program as an official Rotary program, and in 2015. Panama, in the District 40 and Guatemala, in our neighbor district, begin the process to achieve certification in multinational districts. And why? Because in the requirements of Rotary to have the certification to participate in the program, the district have to require a legal entity that declares youth exchange among its activities, youth exchange youth protection policy, civil liability insurance, and annual certification by Rotary. But those requirements are for this, and as we are a multinational district, it was possible for us to have a legal entity in all the countries. So in 2015, there was a visit to a region from I don't remember his name, the president of Rotary actually visited the region and invited a former director from the region. And in that meeting was Mrs. Senia Waldia and Dr. Gustavo Waldia, that was international director of Rotary. And in the meeting, she took the word and mentioned that we in our district had this problem, that we could not participate in the Rotary Project Change. And then another former director from 4250 say that they have the same problem, and Rotary started to find new ways to, they made like an exception for a district like ours. And why it's important is certification, because in the youth exchange handbook, there's a note that says that participation by a non-certified district is prohibited. Planning or arrangement changes with non-certified districts is prohibited and could result in their certification. So we started Rotary. After this meeting, Rotary allowed districts like ours to certificate at country level. So in 2018, we received our certification. In 2020 we have our first students ready. We have our first exchange agreement with a district in the US. And then the COVID. Was worldwide. And the students, it was very sad for them because we have to say no to them. And Rotary closed the program for 2 years until now. We are starting again.
Why was it only allowed for outbound only?
Okay, yes, I don't know if any of you have been involved in the program before. Okay, I asked the same question to the guy from Rotary, who is in charge of the program in a Yen meeting a couple years ago in Mexico. And what he told me is that what they are doing now is that the first years that the district are certified, they are only doing it like outbound only for a couple of years until we in the district know how all the things that other districts do with our students, so we can do the same when we receive students. So we are in the process of this year we are going to send our first student, and hopefully the next year or the next we could apply for certification. Right now in the district, we in Panama have the outbound certification, and the other countries have not yet started, but we have talked with the actual governor from El Salvador, and they will try to start all the process and the legal entities that they require. What are the objectives of the program? Well, promote peace and cultural understanding worldwide and exchange at a time. And exchange students, as I said before, is a life-changing event because this exchange will unlock their potential. They develop lifelong leadership skills. They learn a new language, a new culture. They build lasting friendships with people from around the world, and they become a global citizen. Types of exchange. There are two types: short term and long term. In short term, they are family exchange, usually between 4 to 6 weeks. There are camps that last from 2 to 4 weeks. Camps of all kinds. They camps have a predefined slot, are for small groups, and it's easy to get into those camps because usually they have country quotas and first phase and first term. So for countries, small countries like ours, it's very easy to get into those camps. Usually those camps, the only issue with those camps is that they are in the school holidays of the district that are organizing them, and our school calendar is different. So it's complicated for our students to apply for those camps. They have to ask for permission from school. And the long-term program lasts 1 academic year. The student lives with 2 or 3 families and must go to school and participate in district events and host club service projects. It's not a year of their life, it's a life in a year. Who can apply? Youth between 15 and 19 years old. 19 years old is with an asterisk because it depends on the country regulation of the district. For example, in the US, there's a regulation that they have to be 18 and a half years old at the moment they arrive in the country. So that's why there's an asterisk. The students require good school performance. They have to be a good ambassador of home country and culture. The aim is of adaptation, and both parties have to agree to the change. And this is one of the few programs where children or relatives or Rotary Club members can participate. Actually, 16% of the students, the numbers that I have in the presentation are from 1920 period. The last complete year of change, because 2020 was and how much does it cost? Well, we provide Rotarians and volunteers, provide accommodation and food, in different families, school expenses, a monthly allowance, advisor to the change, assistance in case of emergency and other supplies. And what has the families pay? Well, they have to pay a round trip, open ticket, travel documents, passports, and visas if required. Insurance, determined by the work history. A blazer, like showing the previous slide. It's very common that it's like a, well, Rotary change students all, they have like a raised blazer, where they speak pins that they change with other students. They have to pay for optional activities and other personal expenses. And we are requiring an administrative fee to cover orientation sessions, document processing, etc. for short-term change, $200, and for long-term, $500. The total amount could be between $2,000 to $4,000, which depends on the price of the ticket, depending on the country, the insurance that they have to pay, but it could be around $2,000 to $4,000.
Ricardo, a question. When you say family must cover, which family?
The family of the student.
The family of the student that is going to exchange. Okay.
Yes. And other similar programs cost between $15,000 to $20,000 for a school year abroad. Minor program is so cheap because all the work is done by volunteers and by Rotarians, and it's a non-for-profit program. That's different. And how does the program work? 28,000 volunteers. Recently I see a number like a little higher for next year. Volunteers from around the world will make their time to run the program. All volunteers are required to undergo a screening and vetting process. Rotary International requires all Rotarians to work with the program to take a mandatory youth protection course. And there are strict policies and defined procedures for dealing with cases of abuse. And exchange students have the support of an assigned counselor to the change. And Rotary International evaluates all districts to certify their participation in the program every year. Out of the district structure of the program was the Rotary International certified districts. The governor supervises the program. There's a district protection officer that enforces protection policies, and the district president of youth exchange leads the district youth exchange committee. In the club, there's a youth service committee, and below this committee there has to be a youth exchange subcommittee in charge of recruitment, training, and background check of students and families. And they have to be a youth exchange advisor, who is going to be the student license and associate. And they mentioned they are the both families and the students. So some facts, there are almost 500 districts certified throughout the world 128 countries. The students could apply to any of those countries. In our case, as we have outbound only, it's a little difficult to apply because most districts, what they do is a one-to-one exchange. They send one student and receive one student from the other district. But in our case, it has been a little difficult finding because the other districts, they are not receiving anything. We are not receiving their students yet, but it is possible. So the students could apply to any of those countries. One thing about this program is that we could not guarantee that we are going to have a school in the country that the students want to go. So they make a list of the countries, three or five countries they would like to go, and we do everything that is possible to try to find a school in those countries. We can guarantee a city or specific place because we don't know where we will have an opportunity. 16% of Rotary groups worldwide participate in the program. They organize project services, they provide financial aid, almost 5,000 schools, 50,000 families worldwide host the kids, and almost 2/3 of those 15 families are friends of Rotarians, are not members of Rotary, they are volunteers. In total, almost a little more than 20,000 volunteers worldwide, and more than 90,000 students participating in change every year. And this makes our program the biggest youth exchange program in the world. And those students are, well, this is the distribution in different regions. The region of Asia has been growing very fast, South America has been growing very fast. Okay, now I want to talk to you about our legal entity in Panama that we created in 2018 the legal entity we created in 2018 to apply for the certification. Its name is Association of Rotary Clubs of Panama for Youth Exchange. And in the objective of this entity, there's that one of the objectives is to plan, motivate, schedule, and implement a youth exchange program that Rotary was required. Okay, the current board of directors of this association, as you can see, most of the members are from my club, David, and that's because the participation of our district in the program was an initiative of our club. We have been trying to get more clubs in the association to make a new board of directors with representation from all clubs. Okay. Who is in the association today? Club Rotario Chitré, David, El Dorado, Pacífico, Panamá Norte, and Santiago. When my club started with this team, Mrs. Selena Dovaldia, she borrowed the money to the association to pay for the legal costs of the creative legal entity. And we are requiring clubs and membership fee of $350 to pay this money back to Mrs. Selena Dovaldia. And well, this is my presentation with our Interact, Ryland, Rotary Youth Exchange result. Then we very live with Rotary and Youth Change program to finally harvest people of action in Rotary Club. Here are some links I'm going to send you in the presentation. If any of you have questions, you can visit those links for more information. And you can also download this presentation. And this is my contact information. If any of you have questions any day, you can talk to me, you can write me an email, you can write me a chat in WhatsApp. I have some cards if you want. And well, that was my presentation. I don't know if any of you have any questions.
Your student is, I have to take this away from my wife. You're taking the student over from what country? Germany?
Okay. Initially we had two students. One was from my club, and the other one, there are two girls. The other one is from Panama Norte, because she lives in Panama. And they are going to Germany. A couple of weeks ago, one of them resigned, sent us a note that she could not participate in the program. So we are this year only sending one to Germany. She's going to the north of Germany, in a city called Cologne, near to Hamburg. So she's going to be there for a year. And as I said to the other people who's working in the programs, her change is right now like our main priorities, because we need to ensure that this first change succeeds. So we could use everything. She's very, very happy. She's participating. She's going to help us. We need all the things that she could send during her change, pictures and everything, to promote the students for the next year. And this is a low process. We have to start now for the next year. So we are, in a couple of months, we are starting to go to school, to promote in social media, to try to get students. Then we make a screening and we try to select the best profiles that we
Doug and I have been involved in Rotary Youth Exchange for many, many years, and it's really one of the most wonderful parts of being a Rotarian that we've ever had. And to this day, we stay very close friends with 3 of the girls. None of the boys, they were all bad. That was their counselor.
Someone's on thin ice right there. You're on thin ice.
But we would love to see if there's any way that we, and I know other of our club members who come from other Rotary clubs, would love to get re-engaged with Rotary Youth Exchange. So what would it take for Rotario de Boquete to start joining and become another member club of this compact? And then what would we do? And we do have some bilingual members.
Yes, that's great, because as we said before, we're starting from scratch, and we don't know if we have been doing everything okay, because it's very difficult. We have been trying to research and have documentation for other districts, but none of us in Panama has been part of the program. Well, I don't know if any of you, but people that have been working since 2019, nobody was part of the program, nobody was a change student in the class, so we were like starting from nothing. So any help that you could have with your previous experience would help us a lot. To be active part of the association, as I mentioned, we are requiring a fee, but if you don't want to be part of the organization, in the meantime you could send students from Boquete, for example, to our club, and I don't know, I discussed this issue with them, because a student applied, she would be like 18 and 6 months at the start of this change, and they what they say to me is that they don't want students that, for example, that have graduated from school, or students that think that because they are mayor de edad, they are older 18, even being older than 18, they have to follow the rules of the program. For example, no drinking, no drugs, no driving. Even if they have license in the country, they can't drive even if they are older than 18. And that's why, for example, in Germany, they prefer that they are younger than 18, but it's not a hard rule.
Some countries it's rigid rule, and if they turn that age, they won't accept it.
It depends. It depends in the country, in the history. Anybody else? Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Everybody, I want to just reiterate what Linda said earlier on. In New Zealand, we were very, very involved in Rotary Youth Exchange, and I'll tell you what, the kids I saw that went away and came back changed. They were like gold nuggets when they came back. And the people that came in from other countries to New Zealand to experience the local culture and everything was just also amazing. It was really awesome for the Rotarians to host and other families to host these people from overseas. So I really hope that our education committee, and I know James is nodding his head in affirmation there, that we are going to get involved with Rotary Youth Exchange. I think it is so important as part of our objectives in Rotary to promote world peace and understanding. This is what we should be getting into it. So I'm sure Ricardo will be supporting you any way we can. Thank you once again for coming to speak with us. Anybody?
I have one last question. Sorry, I forgot that question. The fee that you mentioned, is that an annual fee or is it just one-time fee? Yeah, for the club. It's one time, okay.
Good question. Everybody join me again by thanking Ricardo so much for coming out. Right, so we ask your patience. We started a bit late today. A few technical issues getting started. We have the desserts ready. So again, table by table, go and get your desserts. And then while we're doing that, Mark is going to introduce to us our new 50-50 draw procedure. And it's not what you think it is. So while he's doing that talk, please quietly go up and get your food so that he can hear us. Mark, please go ahead.
Those who don't know me, my name is Mark Savitz. I'm a new fundraising chairman. That's all right. John in the hot seat. I'm sorry. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. I usually have a big mouth. I don't need a microphone, but I'm going to use the microphone. Okay. 50-50 drawing. And Alan's got the thing here. What we're going to do in every meeting is we're going to do, when you walk in, you buy the meal, you're going to get one ticket. You will have the opportunity to purchase extra tickets for the 50-50. $1 ticket, $2 would get you 3 tickets, and $3 would get you 5 tickets, so on and so forth. And what the money is going to be used for is, I'm hoping I'm right here, we're going to use it for maybe our polio plus blood funds. Okay, blood funds, whatever we can do with it here. Okay, and we're going to do that every meeting. Now the other option, or not an option, but another drawing that we're going to have as well involves a deck of cards. Okay. Again, you'll be able to purchase a ticket when you walk in, $1 ticket. You know, $2 for 3 tickets, $3 for 5 tickets. Thank you. And every meeting, whoever gets you draw the number for, is going to get the opportunity to pull for the ace of spades, and that wins the pot. Okay? And if we don't pull the ace of spades, we tear the card up, throw it away, and we go on to the next. It just rolls over to the next meeting. So whoever pulls the ace of spades gets half the pot here. Now also, in the deck, there's 2 jokers. If you pick the joker, you get another draw. Okay. So the longer this goes on, the more money we're going to make. And we did this in my old club, and we got down to like a couple times down to 2 cards, and people were buying, you know, massive amounts of tickets because your odds were so good. Now, we were only meet twice a month, but we did that. We first started my club's meeting every week, so we made some good money. And at the end of some of these drawings, the club would make $1,000 for our foundation. The club had its own foundation. And the winner would win about $1,000. And they spent half the money as a donation to the foundation, the Rotary Foundation, in the club's name. And the other half, they bought a lobster meal for the club. So it's real nice. So we're going to implement that at our next meeting. So when you walk in the door and you see Mark with his hand out, you know you're going to be asked to, if you want to get into 50-50 and the other drawings. Okay? Everybody? Everyone's got their ticket, right?
They receive it.
Right, they receive it. Next time we're going to have the tear ticket, so you'll get half a ticket.
That's what we got.
Well, I meant there's going to be 2 tickets together, and we'll have one. Right.
And there's $1 for everyone who attends.
Right. Right. Okay. So how much is in there for the winner?
I didn't count it, actually, because there's other people who bought other tickets.
One count? About 50. So half of 50 now. Okay, so you're going to... Okay.
It's money.
Give us what I want to say. We'll have a total here, but half this pot is going to go to somebody here today.
And
Linda, you want to pull the winner out?
Well, so we could be the winner. How does that work?
You can be the winner. Just read the last 3 numbers.
All right. 2, 6, 9.
269.
I'm done with the week.
Yay! Thank you, Max Money!
So she gets, how much? 53?
Get half
Or
of it.
54. Okay, she gets $27. $27 to you, 27 to the club. The next meeting we'll start with the deck of cards. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mark. That's awesome. Please, everybody, make sure you make your way out and make your way up and get some dessert. And once we've got that going, we'll have a general opening for the club. For anybody who wants to make any announcements, please just... I see Jeff's got his hand up over there. We're going to speak a little bit about the things going on. Jeff, do you want to do it now while people are getting this stuff? Yeah, okay. So everybody keep it down a little bit. Jeff's got a message to give us.
Okay, wow. What an interesting meeting so far, right? Okay, yes, life is full of uncertainties. Where they say the only thing you can count on is death and taxes and afternoon showers in Boquete during the rainy season. So the reason you can count on afternoon showers here, and the reason I'm bringing that up is because we were supposed to be doing a tree planting on Saturday with youth coming from David, the Scouts, and Adrian Comer, the curator of the park, had all the trees ready and everything prepared. Tony Royal had and paid for a truckload of soil to make sure that we could add some extra certainties of the survival. We knew if we planted them in the morning, it's a long time till the end of the rainy season. There's a very good chance they would make it. The uncertainty we didn't count on was the nationwide protests, and they're not going to be able to get a bus to bring all the Scouts up on Saturday. Since Adri did prepare things, we said, okay, well, maybe next weekend. Well, she can't do it. She's going to the States for a few weeks. The next possible Scout planting opportunity would be on the 6th of August. So, on Saturday morning, anyone that's interested, we are going to have a planting, a smaller planting of the million trees in the park on the south end. You go all the way to the south gate, she's going to have it open. This is the gate past the Malou gate. I can send you a pin if you're interested. 8 o'clock. Some of us, me and my neighbors are going to go, whoever else I can find. But what I'm really interested also is in getting some donations. And so see me after the meeting, because I would like to get some money together to help compensate Tony for buying the soil to make sure that we can. I had a few people already tell me if they would help out on this. Thank you, Linda. Okay. And,
I just wanted to get it rolling in the spirit of things.
Yeah, okay.
I say 20. Little ones don't.
We got an auction going. Here, 25. No, okay, that's good. 20 is 20. Anything you can give is going to be helpful. Like I said, it's all going to the park to make sure we can get these tree seedlings off to a good start here. They'll probably do well planting later when things settle down and the scouts can come up in August and Adrian is back. Probably they'll be fine, but I just do know planting the sooner the better adds more certainties to the situation. Just a quick update on the Manchichi project. The Manchichi team has been out there like Trojans, working every week, working with the midwives in these 6 communities, and it's been working exactly how Miriam predicted it would work here, just like it's worked in Guatemala. There's incredible enthusiasm in these communities in the comarca. The pregnant women are really grateful to be involved with, and the midwives are enthusiastic about learning all this. For the first time ever, they're bringing out these fetal Doppler monitors that they're able to detect the heartbeats of the growing babies. This has been a phenomenal, thing for the midwives and the mothers to be involved, and it's just it's going as well as we could have ever expected. The communities are now seeing that their own people, their own midwives are getting these superpowers, okay? The way I like to look at it. And the midwives are even thinking now that they'll be, for the first time, be able to charge for their services in the future because they're getting these extra capabilities in addition to what they already do. So that's working well. A little over a year ago, Miriam and myself and others met with the Secretary General of MINSA, and we spoke about the memorandum of cooperation with MINSA on this project. And we had, in fact, I got Joe, previous to John, president of the club, out of a golf game that he was in, to hurry up and sign this memorandum. Well, it still hasn't been signed. But we were contacted by the Secretary General again saying they have a new memorandum. And we were supposed to have a Zoom meeting yesterday on this with MINSA, and thanks to the protest uncertainties, that got canceled till next week. So at least they're talking to us again now. So I'm looking at that as a real hopeful sign. The fact that they say they've got a memorandum to sign. We've been trying to use all the freaking angles we can find to get them motivated on this. Really, we have, including Ricardo's club and club members who have a lot more influence. And talking to other Rotary groups around the country of Panama to help put some pressure on them about this. So slowly but surely, that's coming together. But during these protests, as much as difficult as it is for our staff to move around, two of the staff members live in communities that are part of this pilot project, and they're out there every day regardless. And it turns out that the 2 communities that they are in, Cerro Torre and Lajedo, are 2 of the bigger communities
in this project in terms of having the most midwives in them. So that's a good thing. Things are stopped everywhere else, but this project is ongoing. I think that's it. I'm going to send everybody an update because I'm out of here next week for about 3 weeks. So good luck.
Thank you, Jeff.
I know that everybody is reaching a maximum level, so I'll keep this very short. If you are a member of the Phoenix Santa Barbara Food Security Program VIP customer list, you should place your order now. Because if it comes down to it, we will bring our truck up Monday night and I'll have my team spend the night at my house. If you are not a member of the Phoenix Santa Barbara Food Security Program, you may want to get on our website, phoenixsantabarbara.biz, and become a member quickly, because we will shut down the list pretty soon if we have to, based on food that's available. I just heard one of the grocery stores is completely empty, and this is exactly why we're doing this. It's exactly why we're doing this. So I can bring a truck here late Monday night if I have to make sure your food's at Tuesday Market Tuesday, and if you order in advance, it'll be in sacks behind the table. You won't have to worry about getting there early or whatever. You just get there at your convenience before noon, and we'll have it ready for you. Again, this is exactly why we decided to come together as a community, and next time we meet together, I should have a gift card for the Rotary Club with at least $2,000 of groceries that the Rotary Club can use for its different programs, based not only on your purchases, but purchases that have been made in the community. If your friends and neighbors are interested in this, please let them know. This week is the time to do it, because we may shut this thing down next week, according to how difficult it is for us to get groceries back and forth into Boquete. I think if we make night runs, we'll be okay. If we come in Monday night later. But again, everything at our table on Tuesdays is harvested on Monday. So we can over-harvest our food if we know that people are picking up food. Otherwise, we're not going to bring maybe 10 or 20% extra food with us on Tuesday, because we don't want it rotting, we don't want it going to waste. But if you place your order now, get online, phoenixsantabarbara.biz. If you're not a member of the program, become a member of the program, because you just put in a new email list, you'll go on that email list, and you'll know about products that we don't share with anybody else. So it's working, folks. This will work. And thank you for those who are involved. And like I said, Rotary's going to line up with at least $2,000 within the next week or two to use for a Manchichi project or whatever they want to do. And $2,000 is a significant amount of money.
James, did you want to say something? No? Anybody else want to make any announcements?
One right here.
Yep.
Real quickly, for the show of hands, who is a member of Terry's Rotary page?
On Facebook.
On Facebook? Anybody? The Rotary page on Facebook. Anybody? Okay, who has Facebook? Okay. In the next 2 weeks, I'm going to put together a Rotary page specifically for this club. It's going to be a private page, so you can't have your friends or anybody else. It's going to be just for Rotary. And I'm going to be one of the moderators, and I'm going to work with Terry to get it underway, because she has already a page that has been pretty successful. So I was just looking at some of the posts. So this will give you an opportunity to keep, learn about new events and stuff like that, and be able to post stuff in it. But I'll be able to give you more information in 2 weeks. Oh, by the way, I am a member, I am not a guest.
What's the name is it under?
we're going to build all that. I'll be able to give you everything next week.
Remember, we have a web page as well, so any information, for instance, the link to Finkasat and Mata, I'll put on our website. Any information we need on the Facebook, send it to me. I'll put it on our website, on the members site. We can easily find anything you need. Use the website. Get that link to our website. We're going to have lots of information on there in future. Do not rely on us sending emails out in the future. It's all going to be on the website. It's a fetch system, not a gift system, okay? Nice. Anybody else got anything they want to say? Yes, yes. The money man. Hang on. Everybody shush. We've got the money man.
Yes, I'd like to thank those members who paid up today. There were 5 of them. For those who haven't paid, please pay as soon as you can. I don't really want to send reminders out. It's no fun. And if you do make a bank transfer, please put your name on the bank slip so I can match the name against the amount of money that's gone into the bank. It's just a reminder. Thank you.
Thank you. We have another.
And don't forget, if you want to donate to that environmental committee and help with the soil payments, see Jeff will position himself right at the door before you leave. He's very shy on speaking.
I just wanted to let everybody know that we did get our sample change tags in. So I wanted to look at it and see what you can do about it. They're still, that's still the comment, they're too big. I was asked to put the names on their big. So if you make a smaller one, but with big names only, not as busy, I need to know how we want to do it. So we have some up there and just let me know. Just send me a little note saying they're fine.
Is there anybody else who wants to make any comments? Anybody? We all good? Have you all had your dessert? Go and grab your dessert for those who haven't had it. And I think, I'll wait 1 minute.
Just a little suggestion is to have carpool instead of using each one a car. So starting today, because we don't have gas in Boquete, start using carpool.
Yeah, that's a good point. We can carpool, and remember we have our WhatsApp group as well for Rotary. If you're not on the WhatsApp group, please get on there because this is one easy way for us to communicate with each other. And with that, I need to get... Thank you everybody for a wonderful meeting, and I now call it done.